What's up, guys? It's Average Joe here with Average Joe Raids. Today we're going to talk about one of the most undervalued epics in the entire game. Now, this epic was part of a fusion, and the other epics that were with him kind of overshadowed him, and I think it was Magnar and Cornelia that were with him. So let's take a look here at Tolf the Maimed. So this champion is very basic. His kit's very small. He's got a double hitter A1. Each hit heals the champion by 30% of the damage inflicted. So that's lifesteal right there in his A1. His A2 is a little bit unique. It for ads, not for bosses, it decreases the target's HP to 50%. If they're already under 50%, then the damage is based on this champion's max HP, and it places a stun. Not a percent chance, it just places. Now for bosses, it just does the damage based on this champion's max HP, and neither of these attacks can crit. And his passive here decreases the value of all enemy shields by 50% at the start of every turn, then increases his champion's max HP by the same amount, up to 25% max HP. So, you know, he's going to be hitting people with this, decreasing their health to 50%, and then hitting them with this to heal. And I think this would be better if it was an AoE, but, you know, it is what it is. You're going to see what he can do in a little bit. For his masteries here, the most important masteries, I think, that I picked here, Life Drinker for that extra heal when he gets low. We've got Cycle of Magic to try to get that A2 off a cooldown. It's just a small chance. The two big ones here, Spirit Haste for increasing speed by 8 for each dead ally up to 24 speed. And then also Whirlwind of Death. When you kill enemies, you also get increased speed up to 18. So that's an extra 42 speed just from those masteries. Right here, Cycle of Violence. When he uses his A2 and he decreases a champ's health down to 50%, this is going to proc. This has a chance to proc every single time when he does that. So it'll have a 30% chance because he is taking an enemy's health down more than 30%. So that's a good mastery. Then we have some increased damage here on Methodical, Kill Streak, and obviously War Master for that extra damage proc. Let's go ahead and take a look at his gear. I put him in a regen set, so he's got healing from the regen, 15% every turn. And then he also has the healing from his A1, 30% of the damage he does. So he's just a powerhouse when it comes to healing. I built him with as much health as I could get out of him for healing. Keep in mind, he's only level 48, so he's got some more levels to go. 72k health, 2100 defense, 211 speed. Crit rate and crit damage do not matter, and neither do accuracy on this champion. So that's what makes him building him so easy, and why I think he could be really good for early into the mid game for accounts. When you start getting late game is where his value starts dropping off. But again, not every champion is meant to be a late game champ that you put in every single team, and that's why I think Tolf is a little bit undervalued, is because people want him to be some incredible champion you put in every single team, when in reality, if you pull him and he's your first epic, he could be incredible for your account and progression. So here, I could get a little more resistance out of him and a little more defense. That's what I would like. Keep in mind, we're adding 42 speed to this 211 from the masteries. And let's take him out for a spin in the Doom Tower. I did a couple levels yesterday with him. I don't think I did this one, but we'll go ahead and try it here. I put him into a team like this where he's getting an HP in all battles aura, and then just these, we know these 4 champs are going to die off, and it'll just be Tolf the Maimed. So let's go into Doom Tower. Let's take a look at how he can solo Doom Tower normal waves, and why he would be really, really good for your early to mid game account, and why I think that he's an undervalued champion. So you can see here, they're hitting him. It doesn't matter if they increase his cooldowns like Sinesha just did, because honestly, his A2 is nice, but it's not necessary. Nothing crits, but it is pure damage, so it's ignoring the defense on the enemies, which is why his A1 can chunk for so much damage. But you're seeing here, he's getting hit by everyone. He's got the increased speed here from the dead allies. and he has 1 increased speed from the dead skull crown. He'll get another one here soon after he kills this one. But 15% healing on the regen set, 30% of the damage he heals on his A1. He's starting to get sped up by everyone that he's killing and all his dead allies. So he'll start lapping the enemies basically, which is why those 2 masteries are so important. But between the regen and his lifesteal on his A1, he is a powerhouse when it comes to healing, which makes him able to just solo things, and you can basically surround him with a team that's either CCing enemies or just trying to keep everyone alive, or you could just put him for things like this. You could put him in a team that you know is going to die for the increased speed. Either way, I think he's an undervalued champ, because being able to go into a wave and take one of the enemies down to 50% HP right off the bat, if you have another damage dealer in the group, you could potentially kill that target before they get a turn, which is great for champions like Valkyrie, champions like Orman, or people that could really screw up your team as far as like the shield and counterattack, or for Tormund's sake, all of the freezes he can get off. But especially when you're looking at champions that have a ton of health, being able to take them right down to 50% is a pretty big deal. So you can see here, getting stunned. Because he's got the increased speed from the masteries, he's able to lap everyone. And this wave does take a while because these bad elves continually heal and cleanse. But you can see he's chunking for about quarter of the health almost on the damage that he does on his A1. Just under a quarter, maybe. So when he's hitting for 20% of their health and then he starts lapping them, then he's able to really get the waves down here. So you get the idea. He does get through this wave. It's just going to be a little bit of time because of these bad elves. So go ahead and let me know, why do you think Tolf the Maimed sucks? Why do you think that he's undervalued? Would you build him on your account if you're an early to mid-game player? I think the answer should probably be considered, and I think it might be yes. If you're a late-game player, his value tends to drop off there. He's not a champion you're going to be using when you've got champs that could do so many other things. But I do believe he's one of Raid's most undervalued epics, and yeah, this is his showcase, going ahead and soloing Doom Tower normal waves. So anyone that can do that, in my opinion, is a good champion. So that's my view on Tolf the Maimed. Hope you guys have a great rest of the weekend. Stay average, friends, and I will see you in the next one.